Hello, this is Manish Patel from EchimokuTrade.com. Today is February 10th, 2013. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency forex market. We're going to cover everything from euro to pound to dollar to New Zealand to Australian, Canadian, and so forth. This is our normal disclaimer. This is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular product. If you do, you're doing that at your own risk. Today we're going to be basically showing all the charts in TradeStation. Here are our contact details here, which is their email at info@eiicapital.com. You could also go to our website, ichimokutrade.com, access our free videos, or multiple time frame email alerts, heat maps, and so forth, or you could contact us at any of our office locations here. Okay, so let's go to TradeStation and pull up currencies, which you can't seem to find right there. Okay, we're going to start off with Australian CAD. Australian CAD's really not doing anything here. Bounced off the 600 level, which is a major resistance, and support is basically about 234. So this thing's just going back and forth right now. So there's nothing really to talk about there. Australian yen, as you could see, a big nice movement up, finally pulling back. It's trying to get to its minor support level 94.3080, sorry, 94.30. We'd like it to ideally to pull back to at least about 92.48. If not, the best one, believe it or not, is about 88.41. But that's a big move we're asking for. So we'll take the minor one at 92.48 if we could get that. So we're just waiting patiently for a major pullback to occur. Australian Switzy, really not doing anything at all. It's at a minor support level right now, right around 9,400. Major one's going to be about 9,200. Resistance on this one's going to be basically 97.76 moving forward. Australia, New Zealand. This here, not sure if people are noticing, this thing is breaking out now, starting to start a trend to the downside. It's broke this little resistance support. Sorry, can't even talk today. This support level here at 2346, kind of hanging around there right now. So this could be a good pullback level if you could look at it on the lower time frames to sit there and look at it going short. Resistance on this one, a minor one's going to be about 2430, and a major one's going to be about 2570. Okay, Australian USD, really not doing anything at all, just sitting there consolidating. You could see here from the weekly time frame. Actually, I'm on the wrong chart. Really doing nothing. It bounced off 600, and basically support right now is around 200. It's just ranging between those two values. Canadian Switzy, really not doing anything at all. Went all the way down to close to about 9,000, which is a major support. Bounce off there. Major resistance is going to be basically 95.48. Or actually, the first major resistance, believe it or not, is going to be about 92.62 that it's going to run into. Then the next one will be 94.48. CAD yen, just like all the yen pairs, barely enough pullback. Minor pullback level is going to be about 91.23. Major one we're looking for, or two of them, is 89.50 and 86.64. 86.64 is kind of asking too much, but wait, we're going to shoot for it. Switzerland yen, just like all the yen pairs, we're looking for a pullback. Minor pullback level is going to be about 98.78. Next one's going to be about 97.32, and then 92.50 moving forward. Which one did we get to? Right there. Next, we're going to go for the euro currencies. Euro Australian bounced off a resistance of 3,200, and now it's just bouncing off there. Support, minor support, is going to be about 27.73, and then the next one's going to be about 24.82. Euro CAD, again, bounced off a resistance at 3,600. Support levels, there's two of them. The first one's going to be about 32.77. Next one's going to be about 29.34. Euro Switzy, it's at a major support level right now. Believe it or not, it's going to be keys wherever this holds. Resistance is going to be about 2,500. If it breaks this one, then it's got a potential of going down about another 126 pips to about next support at 2,100. Euro DKK really not doing anything at all. Weekly still going up in a bullish trend, but it's kind of hovering around here, starting to consolidate to show that it's got weak now on the bullish side. Euro pound, you could see last week, last couple of weeks, it had a huge movement up. Brown stuff for resistance of 8,700. It's doing a pullback right now. Pullback level is going to be 8,400. About 84.10, sorry, and then 82.74 is the major one there. We're kind of looking for the 82.74 on this one, not even the 8400, because of the huge movement it made up. Euro yen, again, just like all the yen pairs going up. First support level, we're looking at 120.61, which is a minor one. Next one's going to be about 118.81. Euro NOK, really not doing anything. It's at a support level right now. Resistance it's having a hard time trying to break. It's about 5,000. If it doesn't break that, it needs to break that to start a trend, but it is at a minor support level now. If it breaks that, it's going to retest the low basically at 3,000. Euro New Zealand, really not doing anything at all, just in the cloud. Support level is going to be about 59.31. Resistance level on this one's going to be roughly about 6,400. Euro SEK, really not doing anything at all. Resistance level is going to be about 8,000. Support level is going to be about 5,000. Euro USD, we're at a support level right now, believe it or not, which is a minor one. The major one's going to be basically around 3,002. So you want to see exactly what's going to happen at this one as we move forward. Euro pound. Pound Australian. Where am I getting euro pound from? Pound Australian is at a minor resistance level right now, which is at 23.22. The major one's going to be roughly about 5,600. Support on this one's going to be about 51.82, but this is just consolidating in a tighter consolidation pattern, so nothing really going on. Pound Switzy here tried to sit there and make a downward move, but this is just basically consolidating. Support on this one's going to be about 4,200. Resistance is going to be, first one, minor one's going to be about 45.92. If it gets there, it breaks that one, the next one's going to be about 47.55. Pound yen, just like all the other yen pairs. Notice this has not done much of a pullback at all. This is kind of strong right now compared to all the other pairs against the yen. On this one here, support level is going to be about 143.60. Next one's going to be about 141.70. Pound New Zealand, looks here, it's in a consolidation range. If you look here, we're at the support level on the consolidation range. This is a major support that this thing has not sat there and broken for a long time, which is about 85.21. If this thing does break this does have a chance of starting a trend to the downside, because this has been a major support for a long time. Resistance on this guy, if you look at this, is going to be basically 92.71. But this does have momentum, believe it or not, to start a bearish trend, so be very careful on that one. Remember, we've been talking about New Zealand kind of getting stronger and stronger every week, but we'll see exactly how it fares in just a moment. Pound New Zealand, Pound USD. A lot of people were talking about the big movement up last week. If you look at it, not much really going on right now. Resistance is basically going to be 6,005. Support level is going to be basically around 5,600. New Zealand CAD, look here, this looks like it's trying to sit there and slowly start a trend to the top side. As you can see here, we're kind of right at the major resistance level. It peaked a little above it. We're kind of hanging around it right now, but watch out for this guy, because it can sit there and start a major trend to the top side if it could sit there and with conviction break 84.04. Okay, New Zealand Switzy, really not doing anything there, not even worth talking about. Resistances are basically at 78.50. Support is going to be 75.50. New Zealand yen pulling back. Support levels are going to be 75.98 and then 74.27 moving forward. New Zealand USD, this is the one we keep on watching. This guy is yet to sit there and break this guy here, but it could sit there and break it soon. So keep an eye on this one at 84.70. It's kind of hovering around, sticking around. Really hasn't fallen at all. Support level is going to be 81.96. Resistance is going to be 84.70. Okay, Singapore yen. Notice just like the pound, this hasn't pulled back that much at all. So support level is going to be 73.30, and then the next level is going to be 72.22. US CAD, this thing is just sitting there doing nothing at all. Support level is going. This one's going to be 99.57, and if you look at the resistance here, minor resistance is going to be basically at one. What do you call that? Looks like 100. That's a minor one. If it breaks that, this thing's going to sit there and probably make a move to 200 or possibly 300 or 400. So keep an eye on this level here because this did hold the support at 99.57. Okay. US Switzy, really nothing going on there. 9,000 is basically a support level. 93.94 is its resistance level. USD this thing is broken out to the bottom side here, so sentiments change. However, it's basically ran into a major support level here, which is right there at 44.72. Resistance level, it's at a minor resistance level right now. The major one's going to be basically at 74.81. US Hong Kong, really not doing anything at all. Bounces support 7,500. It's at a resistance level of close to 7,600, so it's just bouncing between those two values. US yen, really not pulling much back right now. Support level is going to be about 90.43 as the first one. 88.82 is going to be the next one. US NOK, really not doing anything. It's still trending slowly downwards right now. It's at a minor resistance level right now. The major one's at 68.92. But this thing does look like it's trying to sit there and retest the low right around 4,000. So look for that in the next couple of weeks. US SEK, if you look here, it's at a support level right now. If it breaks this, then it can sit there and start a consolidation pattern. Can start a trend here to at least retest the lows right at 0.6000. But it's got to break the support level in order to do that. US Singapore, really nothing going on in this one at all. It's at a minor resistance level right now. Major one at 2,400. Support on this one's going to be about 2,300. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next week.